Okay, this is the setup of the 4 camera for the Night Owl display.
So once you have, I don't know if you guys are going to do it and mount everything, or like I said, I think it's easier to input
To wire the DVR.
wire the DVR first.
Before it's
Bracketed down.
Before it's bracketed down, I think it's a lot easier, because the reality is you could wire it all from the back, all the video inputs, and then slide it in, and then bracket down. Much easier.
Right.
You're going to save a ton of time doing it that way. Okay. So, assuming you do that, we're going to be a little bit off on our steps here, but let's do the TV first. Keep in mind all of your components come in each box, so make sure you're using the TV adapter. You got to be careful of mixing the plugs up, because not all plugs are interchangeable. So
that's going to be critical, Dave, right?
right, you can't mix up the plugs.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we just plugged in the monitor. Next, we're going to take the HDMI cable.
All right. So now we're plugging the HDMI cable into the input at the back of the DVR.
HDMI to HDMI. It's hard to tell which way. It's a little small.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's our HDMI.
Very good. Now, the DVR power adapter. Each DVR comes with its own power adapter. It's actually, these ones are labeled. This is what the power adapter looks like for the DVRs. It's actually labeled with a green label, and it says, this power supply for DVR only.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to put this one all the way up top, so it takes up a little bit less room. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and power our DVR.
Okay, there's our DVR power.
And try to give this stuff,
We've got
try to keep it organized.
We've got zip ties that he'll
Yeah.
be zip tying it down
Yeah,
with.
just zip
once
tie
he's-
it. Okay, so now we have the TV plugged in and the DVR plugged in. Now we're going to work on the cameras. So
Right.
now once you're done mounting the cameras, you have these cables. Now, like we said, more than likely you guys are going to be performing this before the DVR is actually installed inside of this, because
Right.
it's a lot easier to get these brackets, get these connectors on. But very simply, these connectors go in.
And we're going to go to the bottom row first because it's easier to get them on when the top's not on.
Oh, it doesn't really make a difference. Once you get one in, it just gets hard from there. Sometimes you got to give them a little bit of pressure. Make sure they're lined up. What I mean by lined up is there's grooves on each of these connectors.
Right.
So each connector has a groove. And as you can see, that groove has an opening. That opening has to line up with the outside piece on the back of the DVR. So it needs to line up so you can slide it and then twist it to lock it into position. And see, now you can't pull it out, which is imperative for shipping purposes.
And for function.
And for function as well. You don't want it to pop out. And we're going to do the same thing here. And all the way in. Now, okay, so now what you see here is
Okay, we've got all 4 of our camera cables hooked up.
video input cables. Now you have to power the cameras.
Right.
So each of the cameras, okay, come with a power adapter. But what's unique between the 2 separate displays is the type of power adapters. Currently, this power adapter is only for the 4-channel DVR. Okay. Here's the 4-channel DVR power adapter. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. It's any available slot. Okay. A little bit of leeway here. Just zip tie it. Okay. And you notice this plug will go into a power splitter. This power splitter gives you the ability to power all 4 cameras with one plug. Once again, the difference between the 4-channel and the 8-channel. Should I pull it out and grab it and show you?
There's a number of...
Well, it's not only that.
It's the power adapter.
Also, the adapter is different.
Right.
This is the power adapter for the 8-channel. This is the power adapter. The brick is used for all 8 cameras.
Okay.
And this is the power splitter. You notice the difference between the power splitter. This one can house 8, this one can house 4.
Yep.
So basically, the brick power adapter, which is a larger power adapter, will allow you to power all 8. Do not switch these up, otherwise it will not work.
Okay.
Or you'll get the clicking noise like we had last time. Right? If you hear that clicking noise, it's because there's a power issue. So now that we have the power splitter plugged in, we're good to go. Howard, I might be a little bit concerned. I don't know what we can do here is these plugs, popping out, but maybe just in the instruction guide we make sure that those are secure when they get it delivered.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a checklist of things to check.
Right. And, I was saying once this thing is powered on, I was wondering if we put a piece of electrical tape around here so these don't pop out. I don't know what your thoughts are there, but
Okay.
you could just do a quick strip, just
Okay.
a quick wrap so it doesn't pop. Okay? So now that we have everything powered, before we do anything else, let's make sure it's working, right, before you start putting all the cables in.
Yep.
And to do that, as you can see, the power strip is here. Okay. We're going to undo the zip ties for said power strip. Should have gotten a manicure for this this video. I do apologize. And we're going to go ahead and plug it in. All right. And that beep means the DVR is powered on. Now, in order for the TV to be powered on, you're going to have to press the power button on the bottom. It's the bottom button on the TV. That is the power button. Go ahead and press it. Now, what's going to happen is let's move around to the TV
Where's that
here.
button at again?
The bottom, the very bottom button, bottom left button. So, and Howard, can we put like an orange sticker? Like an orange. Do you have like one of those like arrow stickers that are bright? So because it's so dark in there, you think we could just you know what I mean? So they
Yeah, we can get a little orange
something.
dot.
I don't know something.
Is that what you want?
Right. So when you first power on the TV, I do apologize. When you first power on the TV, this is what you're going to see. This is actually the first time you buy a TV. It's a setup menu. The easiest way is probably choose your menu language. Let's just go ahead and hit English. So make sure the batteries are also in the remote when you do this. Choose your TV source. At this point, I'm going to exit out of here. Okay, I'm going to exit out because I don't need to go through the whole setup. I'm not setting up the cable. I'm just going to go to exit out, and I'm going to go ahead and just change the input on the TV.
Okay, we're going to do input on the remote.
So on the remote, hit source.
Source.
You're going to hit source, and you're going to scroll down to HDMI.
Select HDMI and press enter.
And you do have to keep it very close to the screen because it's blocking the sensor. So
Gotcha.
we go down to HDMI and hit OK. All right.
Now we have to insert the batteries for all the remotes.
Right, for the remote, he just said.
Now immediately you'll see this video playing. We're going to go ahead and set the volume
25 or 30.
to 25.
We'll set the volume to 25.
Just went away.
And then the remote will eventually go back inside the display with the right with the
Craig, I just want to let's just get someone else's take on that. You know, Mike wasn't here when we were talking about that. Go 25 and then go 30 and see what he thinks as well.
Okay, sure, no problem. It's,
You know, because in store, if it's too loud, Mike, it's going to be a distraction.
and they're going to mute it.
So, tell us what you think when we go 25 or 30.
Well, I think 30 is too high because I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, it's coming out of the back, so we put the back on. If we just slide the back on, maybe it sounds a little bit different
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
we didn't do that before.
Yeah, so let's just take and just slide it in there for now.
The multi-channel DVR has RCA,
That may make a difference. Gotta flex down, Mike, because that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna adjust that.
security hard drive to store between 6 to 12 months of recordings. Nightowl Setup Wizard makes
Right now.
configuring your DVR simple. You'll be able to access your feed in just a
It's
few
that red.
steps.
Yeah.
You control the DVR and each individual
It's a red.
camera
We have to
will be
shave it down.
use
It's getting hung up.
iPhone-based interface
You know what?
with your mouse or remote control.
push it on.
Playback footage from earlier today or months past, and view live video and audio feeds for all your cameras at once.
See,
You can set each camera to have unique recording options. Some can record continuously, another may only record at a specific date and time, and others can be motion activated. Enhanced motion detection settings ensure that false alarms are not triggered, like by the wicked wind-whipping branch
I think it's okay.
against your window.
What are your thoughts? I think it's pretty good because I don't think you're going to want it real loud.
US-based technical phone support day, every day, or
What do you
schedule an
think?
appointment with our installation services partner.
I think it's gonna be a little too soft inside the store.
Download the free Night Owl Pro app for your Android
listen.
or Apple smartphone.
I think it's about right. Keep in mind, it's very quiet in here.
It's very quiet in here. That's why you're gonna need it louder.
You think louder?
Yeah.
But I don't, you don't want to make it too loud.
Yeah, I don't think so, but.
Okay.
Alright, just hold on, you guys.
You can
See if
monitor
you
both
notice
your
anything.
house and office simultaneously from the palm of your hand.
Just slightly.
I think its speakers are coming out of the back. I don't
Very
think
slightly.
that's
Well,
effective.
see, this is not gonna be there, Craig.
Yeah, I know.
Remember we talked about that? Yeah, so that's not gonna be there. So he's thinking the sound might be escaping through there.
Or maybe you want to go out for a nice Italian dinner.
Yeah, a little
You
bit.
can hear a teeny bit.
The kids are really in bed by 8. Check the live feed on your smartphone while finishing up your cannoli. We sure hope nothing.
You can always kick it up. You wanna
scary
kick it up to
around,
27 or
because
something?
with motion-activated email and push alarm notifications, you are alerted the moment something may not be right. You can even email the attached image to the appropriate respondents.
Because remember, if it's too loud, Mike, they have to go back, take that thing off the shelf, take the back out, make the adjustment and put it back.
Also, when this video is done, you're gonna get to see all the cameras. Make sure all the cameras are working.
Purchase your Night Owl security system today.
Okay,
So
now
where do you
it
wanna
switches
put
to
that line?
camera.
Now it switches to camera view, and you're gonna go from 1 to 4 to 2 to 4. So when you're in all 4 camera view, make sure see all the cameras are
Okay.
working. We're good.
We need
Where
to
does
make
it
sure
say,
all the cameras
Well,
are
you can
working.
see all 4 cameras.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And also, make sure these things are, are pushed properly. Like they're not too far out. They should all be somewhat symmetrical, and try to make sure these are pretty secure. All right, you got to secure these cameras and make sure that they're good to go. Now that we know that that everything is working, now you can go back in and put all the cables in, slide the back unit in, and
Put the
I think-
bracket on the DVR because we probably won't have it on.
Right, and then you can secure everything down. I wouldn't secure anything down, especially even a camera. I wouldn't even secure a camera down. Because you're going to secure a camera down, guess what happens when it doesn't work? All right?
Well, it'll be placed on the